All right, Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, and bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made two great lights, excuse me, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. That is Genesis chapter 1. I am reading the King James Version. One thing I noticed is Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. According to what I know, God created man on the seventh day. And he called him Adam. Then he saw that Adam was lonely. Then from Adam's left rib, he brought out a rib, and he made woman, because he made him from man. And he told Adam to name her, I think, and Adam named her Eve, woman. But Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 says, God created man in his own image, that is on the seventh day. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. So now, according to Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, God created man and woman. Because from Genesis chapter 1 to 26, they were talking about, or the writers were talking about, the creation of the earth. So God created the heavens and the earth in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Then in verse 2, he noticed that the earth was without form. Then he started fixing it. because it says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So it's either there was a fault with earth, or he intended on creating the earth as a formless place. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. So he now said, let there be light, then there was light. Then verse 4 says, and God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. So in verse 3, he said, let there be light, and there was light. Then in verse 4, he saw that the light was good. So he divided the light from darkness. But he said, let there be light, and there was light. Now, I'm thinking the light would overshadow the darkness, so there won't be any form of darkness again. But for some reason, he saw the light, and the light was good. And inside the light, based on what I think, there was still darkness in the light. Because unless God has a physical form and there is shadow, so maybe when he said let there be light, there was light, then he now noticed that there is a shadow. So because of the shadow, when you see a shadow, there is darkness. So maybe the shadow was the darkness that he now separated from light. Or when he said let there be light, and there was light, and there was light everywhere, so where did he see the darkness that is separated from the light? I don't like things like this. Please let me know in the comment section. Kindly explain to me if you know better. But when there is light, there should not be able to be darkness. Like if there is light in an open space, according to physics, let's say there's light in a vacuum, there can't be shadow. Correct me if I'm wrong. From the little I know about physics. So how was there still darkness? So was there darkness inside the light? Then verse 5, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So when he created light, there was light, but he has not created the sun that brought light. So this is a different type of light, because this is not the sun, this is light. So what light is this? And the only things that I know that bring light to earth are the sun, the moon, and the stars. And this is about the earth. So it was creating a means of light for the earth. Now, living on earth, if there is no sun, if there is no moon, and if there is no stars, or if there are no stars, I don't think there will be any form of light on earth. So what light do we have on earth? Then, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Evening and morning. So how can there be evening and morning when he has not created the celestial bodies? And by celestial bodies, that is more science. Let me specify. How was there light when there was no sun and moon and stars? And how could there be evening and morning when there was no sun, moon, and stars? Yes, fine, there was light. Well, what light? What is the source of this light? Because as a person living on earth, I don't know any other source of light apart from the sun, moon, and stars. If you do, please let me know in the comment section. Let us learn together. Then, also, I'm not here to dispute the Bible. I'm trying to get closer to God. So I need to know who I am trying to get closer to. Verse 6. And God said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. This part is a bit tricky because I don't know what a firmament is, and my keyboard is mental. It will take me probably an hour, or let's say, not exaggerating, maybe like 20 to 30 minutes to write out the prompt on Claude. But from the little I know as a Christian, the firmament is like the cloud or something above the earth. So I can't explain this part well, but if you can, let me know. So we have the firmament, and then we have water above the firmament and water below the firmament. I'm sorry that I can't really explain that place well. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, so like a space in between the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. So this space divided the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters, which were the firmament. And God made the firmament and divided the waters, which were under the firmament, from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. So there was waters above the firmament, and there was water below the firmament, and the firmament is a space. But where was this water residing though? I wish I could have this cloth for this, and I don't have a dictionary here. Should I go to my father's room to get his dictionary? Let me pause this video. I'll be right back. Hello. Got in the dictionary. It's a Longman dictionary. Although I checked on my way, or when I was in the room, and I can't find the word firmament. So let me show you. FIRM, firm, first. So there is no firmament. There is no firmament. It's meant to be after this firm. Sadly. I'll return this when I'm done with the video. Alright, now verse 9. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let dry land appear. So it moved water up, then moved water down, so under the heaven. So God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form. So he said, let there be light, and there was light. Okay, so the light is not for the earth, it is the light for the heavens and the earth, to the best of my knowledge. And why I'm thinking that is because under the firmament there was water on earth, because in verse 9 it says, let the waters under the heaven. Actually, they never said that the heavens was up and the earth was down. I'm the one just using my brain to say the heavens is down and the earth is up. It says in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. That was it. She never said the heavens was located above the earth. But in verse 9 it says that, and God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. So if the water below the heavens gather to one place and dry land appears, where do we have dry land? We have dry land on earth. So we have dry land here. So I'm guessing the heavens is above the earth, since the waters below the heavens gathered to one place and dry land appeared. So the light that we speak of initially is not the light from the celestial bodies, and it's not the light that reflects or shines on earth. It is shine in both the heavens and the earth, I think. Then verse 11. Verse 10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas, and God saw that it was good. So verse 9. God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let dry land appear. So water gathered, dry land appeared. So was the water gathered to the left, to the right? And where did the dry land appear? I think we need visuals. And verse 10 now says, and God called the dry land earth. Okay. And the gathering together of the waters he called sea. So based on geography, I'm guessing the waters were just... But if they gathered to one place, land is actually... We have islands. So, well, according to geography, islands formed over time because of some... I don't know. I can't remember what it is called. I wish I could use Claude right now, but I can't. But basically, geography did say that at some point the earth was together, then later it started breaking. So that would make sense. Alright, so verse 10, and God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruits, after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So he said the earth, not the land. So if it is the earth, I'm guessing that there are grasses under the sea, because the sea is part of the earth. That would make sense. Plus, from biology, I know there are plants. I think aquatic plants, epiphytes, not epiphytes, but there are aquatic plants that are under the sea that grow in water bodies. I don't know if they are epiphytes. So, and God said, let the earth bring forth grass. Okay, so the earth, not just land. The herb yielding seed. So herb are plants that also yield seed, and fruit, and the fruit tree yielding fruits. So fruit trees. Okay, so at this point they were all growing in their full form, because he said the tree yielding fruits. So not the plants or the grass or the, is it not fingerlings? But like the little, they say little plant, it said the tree. So and the tree is the fully grown plants. So these were like fully grown plants, and the tree yielding fruit. Then whose seed was in itself. So like the seed was already in the fruit of this tree, fully formed. After his kind. After his kind. Maybe that looks like it's like after its own species. Like after its own type. That part is vague. Maybe I need a more modernized version with simpler English. And God saw that it was good. So God liked this creation. And the evening and the morning were the third day. So we have day 3. You guys should keep track of the other things that we've spoken about. I'm getting tired. God forgive me. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and for years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So, on this current day, God created. So, what day is this actually? First day created the heavens and the earth. Second day created firmament. Then third day he created land. Okay, so third day created land, and he created plants from the land, from the earth. Okay, so day one, heavens and earth. Day two, firmament. Day three, he separated water, called forth the land, and he planted. Basically. Then day four, he called out the heavenly lights. So we have the stars and the moon and the sun. But then first it said in verse 14 that, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. So the firmament of the heaven, so heaven is just up there. So heaven is space. But people say God lives in heaven, but nothing is in space, right? Because it says, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. Okay? To divide the day from the night. Okay, so before we have evening and yeah, I was actually thinking of that. Before we had evening and morning, but now we have day and night. Oh my days, my phone is about to die. I need my phone to charge. Either watch out for part 2 or I join these videos together.